Greetings and welcome to Spider-Man Gaming Ports channel. This time we're going to work on Gauntlet II. The cartridge is in playable condition. We're going to take it apart and clean those contact pads. Color combination is white goes with the white, yellow goes with the Gauntlet lettering, and the violet or purple goes with the cloud cover in the background. All right. So, as I'm taking this apart, I'm going to tell you guys about my day. I'm going to tell you exactly what was going on with me when Gauntlet II came out, because I never got a chance to actually play it. This is a relatively new game for me. The original Gauntlet I got, I played that one a lot. You're able to rent that one. I saw it on the shelf. If I wanted to buy it, I could have got it. But this was a rather obscure game. This is going to be it's going to be one of those tricky carts to take apart. Where I'm going to have to put a little pressure. There we go. I got it. But like I was saying, this one was a rather obscure game to find and see on the shelf, even for a rental. And it's going to have to get cleaned out a little bit before And that's exactly what. Oh, sorry about that. I accidentally dumped all the screws out on the floor from the back of the cartridge. So here we go. Go ahead, you can check those numbers. Cart to board line looks nice. Somebody really took care of this particular cartridge. I'm going to put it down right here so that you guys get those numbers. You got them? I think you do. Alright. It's an NEC product. That's good. There's your mapper. Lockout chip. Character program RAM. Cool. Alright, let's get busy cleaning this thing. And then I'll slap it inside the console and give it a quick play. See what it's like. Because I really don't know this game at all. I know the first one. I know the fourth one. I don't even know if they even made the third one, because I'm looking for it and I can't find it anywhere. Is it on the actual was it that NEC's was it TurboGrafx 16 or PC Engine, something like that? Like I said, I don't know where is Gauntlet 3. So I know Gauntlet 4 is on the Genesis, which I own, and I'm going to clean that cart here shortly, and I'm going to play that one through as well. I like that one. That one's got some fantastic gameplay, like playability and replayability. So how about everybody else? Has anybody else had a chance or the privilege to play Gauntlet 2 on the Nintendo? Or was it just me that didn't get a chance to play it? I was such a sheltered life as a child. Or was this game right at the end of the lifespan of the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo came out? Was it 1996 when this game came out, and was the Super Nintendo out at that time frame? Something like that, where like one overwhelmed the other in sales, so that you'd see more Super Nintendo cartridges on the shelf, or more or less of the other brand names. But yeah, these Tengen games and Atari games are just awesome. They really are. I think we're very, very, very lucky to have them. Even the original Gauntlet, to have it on the Nintendo. I think we were very lucky for them to go to such great lengths in order to even get their cartridge out there for us to play it. I mean, they took a, major risk doing that. But like I was saying, this one's full solder mask, so we know that this one was made As it said on the cart, it was made in Japan. Oh, it's WRAM? What is WRAM? Cool. Well, that'd be something to look up here. And then I'll leave a little bit of a description down below in the either the comment section or the description box. Yeah, I gotta tell you guys about a couple days ago, we got dumped on with that white fluffy stuff. I don't dare say it again. You know, I don't dare say the name for it because we'll jinx ourselves. But yeah, we just got dumped on Veterans Day, right? And or the night of Veterans Day, yeah. And then here I was, as I had my my blower or my thrower all set up and ready to go. So I brought that out and I did both of my driveways, my patio, and my walkways. And oh man, what a struggle. That machine that I am using, it is a heavy beast. The center of gravity on it is all in the front bucket of it, you know, the auger. So it's like, oh, come on, no way. So when you're trying to get uphill, you're literally pushing on the handles and putting all of my weight, which is like, you know, that's 190 pounds, somewhere around there, like 215 at most. try to push and weigh down the one section of it so that I can get it uphill, because it doesn't have the I would say it has the horsepower, but it doesn't have the clutch in it. You know, that disc clutch system that runs where it spins right here, and this is where it connects to it, and then it goes out for faster and it goes in for this way, and then it switches over to the side for reverse. Well, yeah, it was just no way that it'd have the power on that slip clutch cylinder system that it uses to even get up my hill in my driveway. So I was really struggling with that thing, and plus it was some really, really thick, heavy, dense, wet, you know, white fluffy stuff. You know, it really wasn't white. It was more slush. Let's just put it that way. And it was warm outside too, so it just made things a little more a little more unbearable. Let's just put it that way. But I got it done. I was like thankful that we didn't get hit again, because I've been like too damn stiff and sore to mess with that piece of machinery. And I was like, yeah, this yard tool is gonna be a beast. I'm gonna have to come up with a better plan on which side I should work on first, because I went from my longest driveway to my short one, and the short one was just, yeah, I was spent by the time I was done doing that. I had no energy and no strength left. It was that much of a struggle getting it around things. So I'm thinking that this next time when I take it out out my garage door, and then go off through my patio, and then down the hill, and then go down the entire driveway, and I'm going to go left to right kind of thing. Yeah. And go like, you know, that kind of, and go for a process or something a little bit different. So there's no way I'm going to be going uphill with that thing at all. With the exception of my longer driveway, I can manage that one. But this other one, the short one, it's just such a steep incline that it's just not going to make it up that hill very easily. At least not with that thick, dense, wet material. And I got to tweak it a little bit too. There's a couple things on it that I need to reset. I guess there's a little, right where it's actually the auger box is at, there's little brackets underneath that. I don't know what they're called, but I'll have to get the terminology for it when we actually cover it through a video. And I'll tell you guys what I'm having issues with and where I'm going to go with it. And I'll make a short video next time we get dumped on. And I'll try to keep it in a light mood and laugh about it. I might even, jump into a pile just for the heck of it and make a snow angel. Oh, I said it, didn't I? Oh, no. We're jinxed. No, great. It's going to be a whole week of it now. No, I'm kidding. But, yeah, that day was fun, though. I mean, I kind of look forward to getting out and doing something other than just sitting around in my home. You know, I mean, I love doing this too. This right here. That's why I'm going back on it again. Is that I really wanted to clean these Nintendo cartridges. I miss doing this. This is my therapy. All right, I'll be back in a second and clean up. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I gotta scrub this a little bit. This one seems like it's a much easier and better taken care of cartridge than my previous ones. But yeah, as I was saying about the next time that it pre-sips out, I'll try to be sure to make a couple of videos of that so that y'all get to see that thing in all of its glory, because it makes shoveling so much easier. Like I don't have to do that. And usually, whenever I'm working on a new piece of equipment, I have to have a learning process or a learning curve on it. And for me, the learning curve was, of course, figuring out the proper process of going up and down my driveways with it. You know, like for me, beforehand, I was working with my lawnmower and just going out there and mowing the lawn. I had the same process where it was, it was a little complicated at first, and I was like, okay, so which is the best process of doing this? And then I got a nice, good routine down on it. And once I got the routine, it just became second nature, and it was just super easy. And now I can get my lawn done and not take 2-3 hours doing it and just going through, gallons and gallons of gasoline. When now I can just go through a little bit of gas and get the entire property covered in no time. It doesn't even seem like it's taking even a fraction of it the way it used to. Another great thing too is that recently I just started watching Mandalorian, and I gotta tell you, man, it really is nice to see this particular TV series on Disney Plus, just so that it helps expand the Star Wars universe of the origins. Like where things started before the Clone Wars, things started before even the Jedi and Sith even were well, they were before that anyway, but like Yoda's the reason why he brings it back, or he helps establish a new order of the Jedi. And now he's just a 50-year-old child. And I was like, okay, he's not a child. It's kind of interesting that they made him actually 50 years old, though. Still, it's a neat concept, and I really like the show, and I like how most recently I just watched the episode with Timothy Olyphant. Oh, he's one of my favorite actors. I mean, I liked him in that Santa Clarita, or yeah, is it Santa Clarita? Something like that. That one, the zombie show for Netflix. I like that one, and I really liked him in Gone in 60 Seconds, and he was fantastic in Hitman. I mean, come on, everybody. Seriously, he was fantastic in Hitman. But yeah, I just watched him here just recently. He was wearing Mandalorian armor. I was like, I'm surprised that the armor even listened to him. Because if you watch the previous episodes, I don't want to spoiler alert or anything, but the Forge Master, she flat out said that the jetpack will not listen to you until you are ready. And just like he should have never been able to do that either unless he had the capabilities of actually being a Mandalorian to wear that armor and to utilize its functions, namely that rocket launcher and the jetpack. Come on, I'm just saying. So maybe Timothy Olyphant might actually become, maybe they can actually, figure out a way to make him an actual Mandalorian. He would never be able to take his helmet off, or he would have to, they'd have to find or establish a new form of order for it. Or something. I don't know. And then they showed the dark saber too, the Mandalorian dark saber. And somebody was I know they're on like TikTok or something like that was saying that there's no lore about it or there's no information about it other than the animation. I was like, I just watched season 2 of Mandalorian and I just saw him cut himself out of a TIE fighter. It's a TIE fighter, right? Yeah, TIE fighter. I think so. It's not X-wing's the other one. That's for the rebels. But yeah, he literally cut himself out with a dark saber, and I was like, "Oh, finally get to see." I love that sword. That's the kind of sword that anyone could use. You don't have to have a kyber crystal in it. You know, like how Star Wars goes by using a kyber crystal, you create your lightsaber with it. Well, not just a synthetic one like the Sith use either. It's something entirely different. And with any luck, they'll actually divulge that information here so that we all can understand where the dark saber comes from. Because it's really, really cool. At least in concept. We'll see how cool it is when in usage. You know, outside of the animation series. Okay, I think this side's gonna be as good as we're going to get it. We've seen other cartridges with contact pads very similar to this kind of dull, brushed metal kind of effect on it. I'm sure I could probably find sandpaper and wet sand it or something like that. I really don't want to use the yellow. It's going to just wash out and cause my camera to have focus issues. I've been noticing that. It's like certain colors on here, it has a hard time, you know, adjusting for focus. All right. Let me go ahead and get all this garbage out of here for a little bit. So yeah, watching Mandalorian is really enjoyable. I just sit back, relax, and binge watching almost every single episode between last night and tonight. So I'm just recalling little bits and pieces of it until I watch it again and again. I like watching these shows numerous times so that I really, you know, I really absorb and understand the information being put across, because there's certain little things that you pick up on second and third time watching it. Just saying. I mean, and it's a streaming service, so I might as well go ahead and just keep streaming it and watching it again and again. Outside of that, I've been watching season 4 of Rick and Morty. I love that. I just absolutely love that show. If anybody has the ability to watch Hulu, be sure to watch Rick and Morty. But I wouldn't suggest that it would be for kids unless your kids are let's just put it this way, developed enough to understand the things being said and not copy it. You know, like that kind of thing. Make sure that they're mature. Otherwise, it'd just be, yeah. I wouldn't say it's for them. That's more so for our Adult Swim, you know, Cartoon Network kind of thing. Or Comedy Central. There, that's it, right? Comedy Central, something like that. All right. Also, before you guys do any of this stuff, wear your safety glasses. I can't stress that enough. If you're going to attempt to clean your cartridges this way, I swear by it. This is the only way that I'm going to clean my cartridges from now on. I have a bunch of Super Nintendo games that I may have to work on, but I doubt it. I mean, they're nothing going to be like what these are. These are time consuming, and it's wonderful. I mean, seriously, it really is. I mean, you get to see the chipsets that they're using, the names of each of these companies. If you're interested on the components, look them up. There's this, it brings you so much more closer to the actual ingenuity and the engineering level of making these on a hardware side of things, not just the software side and playing the game. I don't know. This is what I prefer is the hardware, and I mean, we know that I can work with the software. Software is like, it's coding. I mean, you can work with it. We'll use the game enhancer with this one as well. I'll try and get some interesting game enhancer codes for it. I think my eraser's pretty much shot. Yeah. I don't want it to hit that metal, and I can imagine what it would do to this board. I guess, I could use a fiberglass pen on these contact pads if I really want them to perhaps remove all that verdigris off of them. But they're not heavy enough to do that, and I just, the main objective is just to get it to play perfectly fine in the console each and every time. That's the main objective. So, if you give me 1 second. Yeah, I was going to say before cleaning it up and brushing it off that just getting a chance to polish these up to a mere finish. That's just a bonus. I'm going to say the main objective is to actually get them cleaned so that it'll play. Of course, and to make sure that I'm checking the boards so that they're not corroded in anywhere, any way, or especially around that. I mean, if you ever watched the Super Mario 3, or Super Mario 2, I think it's 3, that I had a serious amount of verdigris on the actual cartridges, or around the cartridges leads. Like this part right here, not the actual component, but the lead to it, to the actual to the via. This was all corroded up off the caps and off of the diodes, and I was like, oh man, that's great that I got it to it just in time before it started to actually, ruin the cartridge. All right, so this is cleaning up a little faster than I thought it was going to. The last few of these have been pretty gnarly. I hope you all enjoyed the Super Nintendo's Super Metroid, because I had a real fun time making that one. Not in difficulty, just a fun time making it. Finding all the information of how to actually get it executed properly. And I still need to make a cleaning or cart cleaning video of that. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just trying to get my character on the actual cartridge leveled up, or explored enough so that I can execute that particular crystal flash maneuver or technique. So that's what I'm going to work on here for a future video. And as I was working on Strahd's possession for the DOS side of things in the hex editor, yeah, I noticed that the volume of the audio on the game itself was way louder than I really wanted it to and anticipated it to be. So I turned it down, and that's why Stone Prophet turned out a little, I would say, a much more balanced audio for my voice through the microphone versus the actual game's music. And I also readjusted, or reset and readjust the audio card settings, and I was not expecting it to actually find the Roland sound canvas, and it found it, and I was like, oh, no way. So when I turned the game on for the second time through, or for the second video coming up, the sound canvas engaged, and now I have synthesized voices, all the little things that you click on make noises, all the special sound effects, not just background music, but it just, what a huge difference the game makes just having all that sound activated. And I was like, oh yes, sweet, that is going to be awesome. And this next video, I'm thinking, instead of just using the hex editor, I might grab the DOS Shark as well, and I'll use DOS Shark for infinite hit points, so that at least one player on the entire party, no matter what, will not perish and will not die. And what I'll do is I'm going to go and explore through all of that desert area that you're not supposed to go through, because when you're walking through, that heat will kill you. It gives you like 10,000 damage or something, right? Or I think 1k or 2k damage, 3k, somewhere around there. It's just a ridiculous amount of damage, right? But if I have that Shark X code or DOS Shark code going, my life would always be there, and it'll be permanent, and I can actually explore all that area. There might be gear that I would normally not be able to get, and I will have that. I may actually go through the inventory list as well, since we found this last video a scroll, or a major scroll, and all I needed to do was replace it's like you have to use an object to replace an object for another kind of thing, where you rewrite over that object, because if you have nothing there, and if you put something in there, the game will completely glitch out and crashes. We've seen that done too. Yeah. Sorry about all the digressions, but I like I said, I have not played Gauntlet II at all, and I have never heard of Gauntlet III anywhere. The only thing I've ever heard of is Gauntlet IV, and that's on the Genesis, like I was saying. And then, of course, the was it Gauntlet Legacy or Legends? Gauntlet Legends, and then Dark Legacy. And those are awesome games. And I have those on the N64, and I have it on the Xbox original. So we have a couple of games to see in the near future, when I get around to reviewing them. It looks like this is done. And this side shined up a little better, but not by much. Still gonna play right away though. Okay. See you guys in a little bit. Hey everyone, how you doing? It's me again. It's time to play a quick game of Gauntlet II. Game Enhancer. Happy with the outcome of this cartridge's contact pads. They shined up nicely. Here are the codes we're going to use. Go ahead and hit the pause button. Got the code. Thank you, do. I'd like to say thank you to all my wonderful subscribers and followers on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You're also greatly appreciated. Thank you for all the support. And for all you wonderful new subscribers to the channel, welcome and greetings. I have to admit, Gauntlet 2 is a lot of fun. But I've never played this one, so I have no idea what to expect. That's very useful. Oh, great. I think I'm stuck here because of the keys. Can only pick up so many keys and so many potions before it locks you in. Looks like I might be able to make it. Yeah, I'm gonna be stuck in here. Because of the codes I used. It won't let me get around that key. Awesome. Just luck. Blind luck on that one, right? Good to know. Woo. Yeah, it's like you can't pick up keys anymore once you get your inventory full, and you can't use your missiles or not missiles, but your potions enough. So it won't let me get through here. Well, thank you all so very much for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Be healthy, stay safe. Happy gaming, everyone.